everyone, so today we have a review video for a display shelf that I bought for my Transformer figures, specifically for the Studio Series Transformer figures. As you know, those one are like the one of this size that's not very big. Generally, they are quite small, so I expect that this shelf should be able to display them. And the reasons why I bought them was because the shelf, they look kind of like a display case on themselves as well. Not just any generic display case where they actually have background to them as well. And supposed to be for car displays, but I figures that it will fit well with my Studio Series Transformer figures. So let's open the box. When we open up, you can see that in here we have some part in here. This like a straight line, and we even have some tree here, so you can see that it's not just a regular display case, but it has some background and some stuff on it too. I'm so excited to assemble this thing, and it's supposed to be quite big as well, so we should be able to display many figures. Let's take out some part. Let's see. So here is one of the side. This have very strong plastic smell. Let me just put this part on the side first. I would expect like they are like the rail. You can see that those parts, they should represent the rail or a parking lot. It's basically just plastic, transparent plastic with some painted on. That's supposed to make them look like rail. Here is like some of the colors of the display structure. Can you get what the display structures look like? Here's like some of the background. Let's see. That car in the background and this car. I think that's fit really nicely. Like their car in the pictures, they're not that much. Actually, it's pretty much the same scale. It's just a little bigger than the car I have in here. They'll scale really decently. You can recognize that this is our Stinger car from Ego Tinction. So this will be one of the cars that we'll place on here along with my Transformer figures. Let's see, we have two of their background display case. Let's put it here. We have more of the protective case. Let's put it here. I just need to take a look at instruction. So step one, so from here, repair the bottom board of the display case. The bottom have only 4 drill holes. For the second one, align the drill hole on the column with the holes on the blade. Tighten the drill from the back, adjust the columns, align them neatly. Okay. And then put the sleeve. So those part that I put down before, those ones supposed to be the sleeve. So that will fit in here. On the column, pay attention to the orientation of the sleeve. Okay. And then prepare the second layers of the board, which has 4 holes. Align with the hole and insert it into the column. Interesting. Number 5, place the switch at a hole in the hole of the board and flip over the back side. Connect the last strip to the squish and the connection space on the back of the squish. According to number of layers product specification, repeat step 3, 4, and 5. Install the top board, tighten the screw, and then the whole frame is finished. Tear off the protective film of the acrylic board, and then you can put the acrylic board in here using adhesive tape. Okay, to fix the board on the sleeve. They actually use adhesive tape to stick their acrylic board on the sleeve. Interesting. And then according to the slot in the top fan, install the rest of the acrylic and accessory and finish. Okay, you can see the companies over here. This car model display case, assembly instruction. Contact on Amazon. Okay. Yeah, by the way, I also just bought this on Amazon. Let's take off this protective part. Ooh, look at that. That looks so good. This one of the base, I can directly see that like this base is not just a boring display space. It's actually something. Just look interesting with the model. Just put a car on here so that I can visualize how it look like. So we should be able to put quite many cars on here. What about Transformer figures? So if we put barricade on here, how does this look? It actually look pretty decent. This look pretty good. This board's pretty thick. Okay, but I guess doesn't fit that many transformer figures. Let's see. So if this one level, then okay, so they should be able to stand straight up and fit into a level. That's what I'm kind of want to see, at least for the deluxe class. But bigger than deluxe class will have some problem. So this will be the top layer. Let's see, another protective layer. Here we have another layer, and you can see that there's a last strip on here. So they come with light attachment to them already. That's so cool. Here it is, just the top of how it looks. So it's supposed to be the parking slot. So the car will come in there. Obviously, this like way bigger than the car that I have in here, because the scale for this display case is supposed to be 1:24 versus the car that I have in here usually is like 1:32, but it's smaller than 1:24. And some other cars even smaller than this, so I should have plenty of space to display them. But of course, if I want to display some nicely, it's just gonna fit like 3 cars per level or 3 transformer per level. Not bad, not bad. So let's put them there. Here's we have another level here. This level does not have any line. Okay, so I think this is the bottom level right here, because we have the shrill home, versus for the other level we would have the strip lights right there, and we would have this hole so that we can insert the column. So this will be our bottom layers, and then let's see, we have street light here. Just put the street light on the side first. Then we have our synthetic, oh my god, our synthetic tree. Look how cool that is. Look decent, a little small, but yeah, we do have small tree on the street as well, so actually not too small. It's actually pretty decently sized. If I put in maybe a human figures like Sam Witwicky from the Studio series, you can see that yeah, the tree is not too small at all. Yeah, I think that's a decently sized tree. It just looks smaller for the transformer because the transformer is just big. Okay, we have a bunch of strips in here. And what else we have in here? We have some columns in here. So those will be our main column part for this parking structure. Okay, let's just take a quick look inside the box. You can see that I already took out all of the part that we have in here. Let's put the box on the side. I can start working on this. So let's work on the front layer. And of course, according to the instruction manual, we have to put those parts on first with the shrill hole. So let's open this up. Open them up like that. Then open this. Let's see. Do I have any things that can hold this part? Okay, or maybe this. Let's put everything in here so that I don't lose anything before I actually just put this bag away. Let's see, we have some adhesive tips here. Gonna use that later. We have some more adhesive tip. Okay, and then whoa, actually have a size here. So it's basically very cheaply made. It's actually just a piece of plastic that goes glued onto another piece of plastic, which is like, oh my gosh, this looks so cheaply made. And then this is just got like printed out paper, and I just tape it right on here. We can't even see the word quite nicely, so nothing special there. At least so. Then what do we have in here? Some big adhesive tape, some big one. Okay, so we have some screw here. So this gonna fit. Is there a direction that I have to do? Probably not. So we do have this thing in here that's supposed to help us put on the shrill. So let's go one by one. Let's put all of them in here. I don't want to lose anything. Let's do a quick check to see whether we lose anything. No, I don't think we lose anything. Quick check. Nope, everything is good. So here, put this down here, plug this on, and then just basically just screw this on. So do that one by one. You can see that I basically just use my hand and then just screw it on. Actually, quite nicely. Actually, keep it like that, and then go with this. Come in here, and then just turn it a little tighter, because those will be the columns that's supposed to hold our structure, so they have to stay very strongly. That's one of them. Okay, so after we put the columns on, they look like that, and our third step will be put the sleeve on the column and pay attention to the orientation of the sleeve. So let's take out the sleeve in here. Those are the sleeves that I'm talking about. It's supposed to cover the columns. And take them out. It's interesting that we only have 4 sleeves in here for some reason. I thought I would have more than that, because apparently we have more than 1 layer. Oh wait, I have another one here. So that makes more sense. Let's see, they said pay attention to the orientation. Whether those one all look the same. I have no idea what they're talking about. They all look the same. So I don't think the orientation actually matters in this case. So just put the sleeve on, slide them down like that, put the sleeve Yeah, just take a look one more time. Yeah, basically they have 4 sides, and the 4 sides look exactly the same, so it doesn't matter what side you put on, and the all 4 sleeve look basically the same. Okay, so those will be our one level. So after we put them on, that will be step number 3. And then we can repair the second layers of board. It would have 4 holes that align with the hole and inserted into the column. So this will be the second layers right here, because they have like 4 corners hole that can be put on onto the column. So for this side we also have that as well. So let's just put this on. Have to align it. Everything has to be aligned over here as well. Okay, that's fairly aligned. And put them down here. So right now the orientation, the parking structure, we can read the word. So they are the same size. And then on this side as well, we can also read the word. So that should be the correct orientation. So after we put on the second layers, align them, insert into the columns, and then place the switch in the holes of the board and flip over the back side. Connect the latch strip to the switch, and then the connector placed on the back of the switch. Okay, so it's indicate that the parking lot, anyway, they should face up like this. We're just looking for the switch right here. And then I guess what I wanted to do is just basically just put it in here. And then angle this up, and then connect this into that. It should be like this. Okay, the light's on. I can see that here's the lights off and here's the light on. And I actually have the lights on in my reputation as well. And this light is still visible, so if I take off the lights from the review station, you can see that even brighter. Ooh, that's really good. I like it. Okay, so basically just put it down here. I just turn off the reputation light, and we can still see things because right now it's like literally just afternoon time. So let's turn on the light again so we can see things more clearly. But yes, we basically just plug it in, and I just leave it like that. Interesting. I wonder if we can actually hide this somehow. Doesn't seem like we can hide this somehow. But let's that turn on. Let's just plug in like that. Not bad, not bad. So that's basically the step number 5 done. And then according to the number of layers, repeat if needed. But I don't think we can repeat this because we only have 1 second layers. And then the last one is the third layer because basically we have nothing else in here. So now just turn to number 7 over here. We put on the top layer and put the screw on. Before we do that, we also just put the sleeve on. So we have the last 4 over here. Take them out, slip them on this layer. Take them out like that, and then also just check to make sure. Yep, they are pretty much the same. It doesn't matter which orientation they come in. Yeah, same thing. Just as long as the piece is not upside down, we are good. So for the third layer, we basically just do the same. We check out the screw that we have in here. So I'll take them just one by one and screw them on. So basically just put screw up top. It's pretty high above here, and then go in with my tool and I just screw them down. So because the top of the display shell was assembled the very similar way in comparison to the bottom shell with just the shrill and the tools that they gave to us. So I actually just did that off camera. So you can see that now the top already got example. So they basically just have those 4 shrill, that side, this side, and then the 2 bottom one. We just basically just shrill them on. And that's it for this step. And basically we are looking at a very similar shell in comparison to the second level, which also have the display slide on here. So that means we will have to plug in some things into this hole similarly to the second level. And of course, because it's the top shell, we actually have a different lights on here. It's a 2 level lights. So it both function as the street light on the top, but it also function as a battery for that light on the second level. So just take this off, and here it is. It's just basically put in. This is what's kept in this box right here. Actually, it's pretty nice. I just put them down, and then we have our lights right here. It's a street light. So if we put in a car next to it, you can see that that's not bad at all. I think it's really good for a street light. The street light, let's see, I think the street light is taller than barricade. Yep, it's a little taller than 30 series barricade, which is pretty cool. So we basically just put it on top, just right through this hole. Just plug it in like that, and then try to connect the cable down here into this line. And of course, like on here, in order to use it, we have to actually take off this plastic right here, which is stopping the battery from being function. So just take it off like that, and this light should just turn on. See that? So if I turn off the light on my review station, you can see that it's really bright. Whoa, it's really bright for this tiny light. Interesting. That is off, and then here's how it's on. It looks beautiful on camera. Okay, let's turn on the lights on the review station again. Of course, I also have lights in my room, so that's why when I turn off the light on the review station, you can see that it still have some lights in here. But this is really bright on camera. In person, it's also really bright. Look at that. Oh my gosh, just put it on the second level like this on display. I already see that it looks really good. Okay, let's turn on that review station light. This light really bright. Like right now I have bright light in the review station and light in my room, and you can still see the lights on here. That's like really good. Okay, so now let's connect the cable for this top light onto this part as well. And then I just put the light right there. And then when I turn it, the light on that second level should just pop off. And yes, let me turn off the light on the review station again, and then turn this on. You can see that right on the top shell level right there, that light panel turn on. And of course, so 2 of the lights will be on. You can see that the top light, the street light at the top, is also on along with this light. So when we turn off this button right here, both of them will turn off. So they function simultaneously, which is pretty good. That's cool. So on this shell, you can see that right now it's already got their, not the background and there, but they have like displays on the surface of X level, and it's also have the light displays on X level. Now just go to the next step from our instruction. So earlier we stopped at this step 7 over here, and then now we go to step 8, which is to tear off the protective film on the acrylic board, and then we put the adhesive tape onto one of the columns right here, so that we can put on background as well as the protective piece on the 2 sides. Which is not bad, but it seems like we only put 2 adhesive tape, one on the top and one on the bottom for X of the column. And for that we're gonna need this as a post. Let's see, do we have enough for this? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 on one side. So 8. And then 16 with all of those sides right there. And of course we have the back as well. So to add another 8 more. So that's 24 in total. Do we have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20. 20. And we have 10 more here. So that's 30 in total. Not bad. Should have enough. We also have those one over here. I wonder what they are for. They also have adhesive tape. So maybe those are on the bottom just to make sure that, just to protect the bottom of the shell, I guess. That's just my guess. Let's just put them back there. Okay, so we're gonna use adhesive tape, go to X side. Let me try this background. So this is the background that we have, and we also gonna just use adhesive tape and tape this to the back of the shell like this. They're just gonna fit in like that. So this actually fit in perfectly. So to work with the back of this, of course, we just turn this whole thing backward like this. We're gonna put adhesive tape on those 4 columns. Then we're gonna just plug this in. You can see that at the back of this piece, it doesn't really have anything. It's just white in colors. It's just that the front actually have the background of the parking lot or like a shopping center that's supposed to match with our parking lot right here. Let's see. So earlier we see that we have 30 of those adhesive tape in total, and we only need like 24 in total. So that's mean I can use some extra and put on the background. So I'm just gonna use like 3 of them per level. Actually, let me use the smaller one so it's easier to control. Put 1 here. 1 here. 1 here. And 1 here. Then I'm just gonna put 1 here. Another one over here. Another one right here. And another one right here. Not bad. So that would be for our top shelf. So now I'm just gonna take off the adhesive tape, the main side of his adhesive tape. So finally, we can put this background on. Let me just try to clean it up real quick. It doesn't seem like it's dirty or anything. I just feel like it might have some small particle like sand, feel kind of sandy. Okay, and just put it off. Just make sure that's the correct orientation. So it's gonna be like this. We can read the word. So just flip it backward, put it on here. Make sure that everything is centered, and I just spread. And this should stay. This should stay strongly. Hopefully the adhesive tape really stick on like that. Let's take a quick look at the front, just so we can see what we're working with. So that right there is what we want. So basically have that second level right there. It's look like the more, right? We just can't just turn on the light in the more right here. That looks so good. Look at this. So the series barricade. He's hiding in there, waiting for Sam with Wiki to appear so that he can steal his glasses. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is so good. Okay, let's turn off the light. And let's continue with our work so that we can finish this off. So flip this again. Similarly, we just do the same thing to the bottom level. We should be good. Now just do a quick clean for this piece. It's actually really clean, like there's nothing much on here, but just in case. And then this should be the correct orientation. We can read the word, so just flip it and go in. Also just make sure that's in the middle and it's aligned with the top. And then just like that, just give it some push. Just nudge it in. Make sure that it stay in there. And yes, that should be it for our background. Let's turn this so you can see those sides. So now we finally have the background of the parking lot or the store. Look at that. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's take them off. And of course for this side, I'm gonna put some tape on. So right now I like this, we basically just take off this piece right here. And then we have to take off the protective layer. So I look again more thoroughly at all of the transparent plastic piece. I inspect them again and I noticed that I do have a very skinny film layers like this, and I took all of them off on all of my acrylic transparent piece. So now they all look really transparent like this, which is pretty good. I'm just gonna clean them before we put them on to exhibit level. So now just continue, just take off the adhesive tape. Here's our transparent piece to be put on. Guess this to the outside. I'm just gonna put this on right here. gonna be a little tough. I actually have to force them in because earlier I threw those parts too tightly. Just unscrew it like that and then screw it down again. I have the feeling that we might have to unscrew it again later just to screw back in for the bottom layer as well. But for now, just unscrew ever so slightly so we can push it in and make sure that they stay. Like so. Okay, not too bad. Do have some problem there, but not too bad. Continue. Okay. So that should be the side figure. So now I can tighten up the screw at the top of the shelf again. So step number 9 is done. Step number 10 to repeat step 9 if we have more layers to do. And finally we can put in our acrylic piece, the final acrylic pieces that we have in here. So those are for the top layers. We're gonna put them there, deal with them later. I'm gonna deal with this first. Here's our main protective piece from the front. We're just gonna put them in the slot that we have right here. On the upper level first. We're just gonna slide in like that. Easy, right? And then for this piece, we also do the same thing. Basically just put them in the slot and slide them in. And that will be our protective layer for the case. So it's protected from all sides, which is pretty good. Then for those pieces, of course they just go up top. Just go to the top areas over here. So you can see that we have slot on 2 sides. Just gonna put in like so. We have on this other side as well, so we're just gonna plug in like so. And then of course in the front, we also have this in the front. It's gonna be this side. On the top it's easier because you basically just plug in. Don't have to do anything much. And similarly to the final pieces, just gonna put on the last rails that we have in here. Put this up top, right on here, like so. And then that's pretty much it. And for the final touch, we actually have this slot right here. That is meant for this tree right here. So we're just gonna plug in the tree right in there. Just like that. And then this got put on like that, and then that is our final product. Look at that. The shelf's pretty big. That is how it looks. Look at that. Up top. Look at that area. Oh geez, looks good, right? And then as we go down, second level and the bottom level, looks so good. That is our shelf. It's pretty big. So here's our final products. So you can see that after the tree, I actually put in the sign for the road right after the Optimus Prime figures like there. So here is the top of the shelf. You can see that I put lockdown and attention evasion modes Optimus Prime. They look really nice. And as we go to the second level, you can see that I'm displaying some of my car here. The Stinger car, the Optimus Prime truck from Extinction and the Last Night, and the Lamborghini from Lockdown. Of course, for the shop right after them, they definitely too oversized in the background. But then I think just in a quick look, the vehicle doesn't look to be too out of scale in comparison to the background, so it's still really cool. And as we go down to the basement level, you can see that that's Barricade and Sam. Barricade is definitely iterating Sam, trying to get information about the glasses. And of course, Bumblebee is on standby right there. Look at that. They actually fit in really nicely. I really love this Barricade, Sam, and just a random car on the basement like this. Of course, I have the lights on extra level. So lights on there, lights on here, and of course on the top you can see that the street lights also on. Yeah, what do you think? Here's the overall look with the 3 level. In overall, I really like how this turned out. I love it so much. Oh my god, I can look at this for hours. and just change up the figures that we put on here. It's gonna have so many different looks, and maybe you can even put more part onto the shelf to make it look better as well. Yeah, so actually obtain this shelf on Amazon. I've leave the links in the description in case you want to check it out. I definitely look for similar ones like this to extend my displays. Just imagine that there's something similar to this. It just look like a warehouse, and then we can put all of the Autobot team in there, just like the warehouse with the Nest team. In Dark of the Moon or Revenge of the Fallen, display all of the Autobots in there. That's gonna look so sick. Yeah, my gosh, I love this so much. This is such a good decision. Yeah, so if you want to learn for this show and any of the figures, good luck hunting for them. Hey, you. Yes, you. Subscribe to our channel. Please, otherwise, Megatron might kill me again. And no, I'm not kidding. He's right there. Hey, Josh. So please, subscribe. I don't want to be back in 2 pieces. Your subscription means a lot to us.